A weather vane in a mage school. I wonder if my parents would be able to accept the fact that I'm different. Oh, wow!
Can I help you?
Whoa! Nice glasses you're wearing.
Hmm? Oh, these. These are magic glasses. We mages can read invisible secret texts with them.
Something like that really exists.
Of course. Many mages are very distrustful and guard their knowledge like a treasure.
And what are you reading there?
The weekly magical paper, classified section.
Wow! I need to see the Archmage, Master Marcus. It's urgent.
Why are you bothering me with that? The Archmage and I, we aren't necessarily the best of friends.
I can't get into the upper part of the town without a mage diploma.
I understand, and what should I do about it?
I thought, well, maybe you could lend me a diploma. I urgently need to give something to the Archmage. Something important for the good of the world.
Everything that good does is, after all, important, right? But I can't help you. I can't just award degrees to any old Tom, Dick, or Harry. The Mage Guild already has me under close scrutiny.
Why don't you like the Archmage? Did he do something to you?
No, it's just that we've known each other for aeons. You could say all our lives, really. And he gets on my nerves.
Why?
His raised index finger. His idealism, he always just sees the good in everything.
What's wrong with believing in good?
Nothing. I used to as well. But when you look at what's happened to this town, what's happening to so many other towns, then you really have to be an idiot not to doubt everything.
I see no reason to.
Then you're just a happy gnome.
Is there really no other way? I must give the Archmage something important.
I'm not going to take it to him, and Bill the Merchant is not permitted in the upper town. There's the town guard. He could take it up there for you.
I can't. I swore to give it to the Archmage personally.
Then, my little friend, you're going to have to become a mage graduate.
Can I do that? Become a certified mage, I mean?
Of course. Anyone can be whatever they want if only they desire it enough.
Yes, that's true.
No, it's not.
But I can try, can't I?
Most people have so little magic in them that they can't even cast one itty-bitty spell in their whole life.
I want to try.
Don't be silly.
What else should I do? I'm certainly not going to just sit around here and do nothing. So, can I become a student?
All right, then, Mr. Gnome.
Wilbur Weathervane.
Then, Wilbur Weathervane, if you want to be admitted to this mage school of excellence, you will need 3 things. You need a mage's robe. Not just any old rags, of course, something substantial made of magical fabric. Then you need a wand. That's your most important tool as a mage. Well, besides your mind. And thirdly, a pile of gold.
Gold?
A whole pile of it. If I'm going to be wasting my time, I at least want to get paid for it.
Fine. And how fast can I complete my diploma?
That depends entirely on you. As a pupil of this establishment, you can take your exam at any time. Some manage very quickly. Most never pass at all.
You wouldn't perhaps have an old robe I could wear?
Certainly not. Not in your size anyway, little man. Anyway, it's tradition for the prospective mage to tailor their first robe themselves. Can you sew?
Well, I was always good at handicrafts.
That's good. You can't imagine how ridiculous lots of these mages look with their self-tailored robes, or without them when a gust of wind blows. Mage robes have to be made out of a special magical fabric. It protects you from many simple spells and curses, but for that it has to be sewn using a magical needle as well.
So I need a magically treated cloth and a needle and thread. That much is clear. And I need a pattern. I mean, it's not like I know a lot about magic robes. Can I buy a magic wand here in the school? Or is there somewhere else I can find one?
You can't just buy any old wand. The wand has to fit the mage, you understand? The wand picks the mage, not the other way around. Ask Bill the merchant if he's got a couple of wands. Lots of good mages have died recently. Perhaps you'll get lucky.
I'm a poor gnome. Where am I supposed to get a pile of gold?
If I knew where there were piles of gold just lying around, then I would have helped myself by now, don't you think?
Can't I just work off my debt once you've accepted me as a student?
Ah, a gnome can't earn that much with honest work.
You don't expect me to steal, do you?
There are many gradations between honest work and stealing. Take Whooperman, the showman. He's very rich, and that without ever having worked, and without ever stealing.
How does that work?
He knows people's folly and makes use of it. Ask him.
How can I find him?
His wagon is out there on the meadow. Here, take this.
A postcard?
It shows you the most important points around here. You can use it to quickly get between one place and another.
I'll go and get what I need then.
If you say so.
Maybe it's been written on using magic chalk.
It's blank.
But it could have been written on using magic chalk. Hang on. Oh, I'd give a lot to be able to read these books, but I'm sure only students are allowed to do that. Some kind of mini kitchen. There's a lot of weird ingredients that could be used for the pot. What is that? A mirror? I can only see myself in it faintly. I wonder how many humans once trained to become mages here.
3.
Do. Beneath the head there hangs a sign. It reads, "The sheep, a mage's best friend. It protects us, it keeps us warm." Wow. A shorn sheep, I think. A lovely crystal ball on a small stand. It looks completely transparent to me. No fog, no burning eyes, and no visions of the future to be found. A ratty old box containing some strange objects. Most are quite dusty. Master Marcus, what are all these things in this box?
Oh, that's just old magic stuff. Help yourself.
Great, thanks. Here's a needle and some thread. And here are 3 small glass vials filled with coloured potions, all tightly corked. The rest really does seem to be just junk.
Oi, wait! You!
What's going on over there?
Ah!
Wow! A supervillain!
I'll get you if it's the last thing I do. It'll be your turn sooner or later.
Hello, Mr. Merchant.
What do you want?
I've been asking myself why you look so grumpy.
That's got nothing to do with you, has it?
Not directly, but
Everything's going down the pan. Everything.
well,
My beautiful market stalls have been burnt down, my shop is closed, and it's all thanks to that dirtbag.
you mean the Shadow Army?
Our own leader. Instead of just faffing around, they should have gone straight in and hit them hard. It was all right in the past. I used to sell 500 arrows a day, mana potions by the gallon, power elixirs, invulnerability potions, all the good stuff. But nowadays, no one's buying anymore. All dead. And who cares about my turnover? Nobody, that's who.
Oh, how terrible.
And then there's that damned king of thieves. He'd have the cheese off my sandwich if I didn't look out.
The King of Thieves? Who's that?
A miserable thieving rat. It pinched everything edible off my stall while I was playing WOB. He used to go thieving all over before, but now, since all the traders have gone, he just steals from me.
Somehow I don't find that entirely illogical.
What? It's unfair, that's what it is. But with us honest traders, he's able to do that.
If I were to catch the King of Thieves for you, what would that be worth to you?
You? How would a little squirt like you deal with the King of Thieves?
The king is even smaller than I am. Besides, I have experience at hunting rats.
Well, it can't hurt, I suppose. But I don't want him caught. I want to see him dead.
Kill? Oh, I don't know about that.
Here's my offer. You kill the rat and bring me his mask as proof. As a reward, you can choose 3 items from my fine range of goods. And get a move on. I'm off out of here soon. What can an honest, hard-working trader still do in a place like this? I want my revenge, and then my peace and quiet.
I'm not allowed into the upper town, but I need to see the Archmage. It's urgent.
Don't tell me the miserable town guard won't let you through. I've been living in this town for 30 years, and I've never been up there yet. We're supposed to pay up so that the beautiful people can all live nice and posh up there in the upper town. But will they let us in? No way. Luckily, I'm a non-taxpayer on principle.
I want to buy something from you.
What then?
You don't happen to have any mage diplomas, do you? Or invitations from the Archmage?
In front, next to the free gold.
I need a magic wand. Do you have any in stock?
Of course, I have the largest range of magic wands you'll find anywhere.
Excellent.
But you know, magic wands have to match the mage. So they have to come down to test the wands personally.
I am the mage. Soon?
You? That's a good one.
I mean it.
I don't have any time for kids messing about.
But I need a magic wand to be accepted into the mage school. Please, let me try it.
Ah, well, if you must. Come here. Here, wave it around in the air a bit. Nothing? Try this one. It's 5 1/4 inch balsa, threaded with a lugworm spinal cord. This is going to take some time. I've had enough, that's it. There's not one single spark of magic in you, and I'm not having you waste any more of my time.
But that was only 4 magic wands.
I don't care, I've had enough. I haven't got any more anyway. Tough. Go and find a wand somewhere else.
And thanks for all your help.
Thanks for nothing.
It's there inside me. I know it. I just have to find the right wand. The moving companies must have earned a fortune when the city was abandoned. They earned some good coin. They're firmly in goblin hands, and no one really likes to negotiate with them about prices. Somewhere down there in the sewers, the King of Thieves has his realm. But I'm much too large to fit down there. The cart is pretty overgrown. It obviously hasn't been moved in months. I've never been to a tavern with a more ridiculous name. Well, then again, I've never actually been to a human tavern before. A vial filled with the red potion. I have absolutely no idea what it does. A blue potion in a little vial. No idea what it does. A green potion. Can't imagine what that's for. I'm supposed to drink a potion whose effects I can only guess at. On the other hand, hey, what could happen? Nothing. Maybe the second potion will do something. Strange. Again, nothing. Oh, wait. Everything's spinning. Was that alcohol, maybe? I hope not. I'm not allowed to drink alcohol yet. Oh, back to normal. I'm only going to take a sip, though, just in case it's alcohol again. Hey! Everything's getting bigger. Finally, a useful potion. Okay. I'm almost small enough to get into the sewer, but not quite. The world isn't big enough yet. Another drink. Nothing. It seems this potion only enlarges the world to a certain size and no further. I'm almost small enough to get into the sewer, but not quite. Hello, Mr. Merchant.
Ah, you. Why is that rat still alive?
I'm working on it.
Well, good. What do you want?
I tried to get into the sewers, but I'm too big.
I bet you haven't been able to say that too many times, eh? I've got something for you here. It's a shrinking ring. It makes the wearer shrink.
That might help. Thanks.
What do you mean, thanks? Pay me first.
You know what? Just keep the ring. I can look for another way to get into the sewers. I'm sure something will come to me over the next couple of days or weeks. You won't have any problems dealing with the King of Thieves until then, will you?
Right then, here. But now I'm going to kill that rodent.
I have to go. Maybe I'll come by later.
If you have to.
somewhere down there in the sewers, the King of Thieves has his realm. But I'm much too large to fit down there. Let's see if it works. Ah, that's disgusting. But it shrank me just the same. Okay. Needs must. Oh. Hopefully I won't grow when we're in the sewers. Off we go. Oof, that smell is not exactly inspiring. I wonder where that...
Thus far and no further. Who are you, and what do you want?
My name is D'Artagnan, and I'm the world's greatest fencer. En garde!
Wouldn't it be more impressive if you at least had a sword?
That wouldn't help me much either. In reality, my name is Wilbur Weathervane. I'm a powerful mage. Almost. I watched you escape from the merchant. Very impressive.
Thank you. But I think the merchant sees it differently.
I thought you looked like a real hero. Although you're nothing but a thief.
That is undeniable. I've robbed the merchant many times, and I do it again.
Why do you do it? Why do you steal?
Perhaps I'm just greedy. Have a look around. I love the luxury.
I don't believe that.
If I were to say to you that I have to look after my family and friends, that there's not enough food left for us rats since the inhabitants fled, would that change anything? No. I would still be a thief.
But a likable one. But you have to steal. Can't you find some other way to get food?
How? Cultivate cereals down here and then bake bread? We're rats. We haven't got sensible thumbs.
You could leave the city. There's more than enough to eat growing in the fields and woods.
I would go, but how should I get the others out there? Some of them are so weak they are walking on all fours. I can't leave anyone behind.
Who lives down here beside yourself?
Oh, lots of interesting people. My family and all the other remaining rat families, of course. Uncle Juan joined us recently. He used to have a good life in a dwarf bastion, but then a wild robot savagely attacked him. He fought for his life. Bravely.
Oh, how, terrible.
The poor hero still wakes up screaming. But apart from us rats, there are a few slime monsters, giant spiders, a couple of skeletons. All the stuff that young adventurers expect to find in a sewer.
Do a lot of people come down here?
Not so much recently. In the past, when the town was more lively, there was always adventurers coming here on the strangest of missions. It was almost as if there was someone standing up there, sending the newbies down the sewer in droves. Crazy.
I'm on a mission from the merchant. I'm supposed to take you out.
Oh, yes? What's the old skinflint going to give you for that?
Well, I can choose 3 things from amongst his wares.
That means you're hunting me for your own personal profit. You're a bounty hunter, Wilbur Weathervane.
No. I'm on an important mission, and I need the merchant's help to accomplish it.
You should choose your friends more wisely, Wilbur. I'm certainly not going to let myself get caught just so your merchant can have his revenge.
But I have to bring the merchant your mask, otherwise he won't help me. And then I won't get accepted into the mage school. Which means I'll never be a powerful mage. Which means I won't be able to see the archmage. Which means I won't be able to give him the ring, which means I'll have failed.
Quite complicated, no?
You should see my quest log. In any case, I'm supposed to take you out and then give the merchant your mask.
Do you want to kill me?
No.
Could you kill me?
That's another no.
Then you should come up with another plan.
But if I were to get you enough food so that all of you could eat your fill, would you then be able to leave the city?
Sure, but where are you going to find all that food? Are you going to steal it?
Is it theft if you take some bread for a family of starving rats?
Yes. But we would never forget it. Us rats can help you, you know.
You could be of help?
If you want to be a mage, you've still got lots of work ahead of you. And you'll be surprised what you can find down here in the sewer. We can get you lots of things you won't find anywhere else.
Would you do that?
Of course. That's the deal. You get us something to eat and make it a generous portion. And in return, we'll help you become a mage.
But I still need your mask. Sorry.
Okay. If you insist, then I'll give you my mask too. But first, you must bring us the promised food.
No problem, I hope. I need to get some fresh air.
You want to draw up a new plan of action, eh?
That's disgusting sewer slime, and to top it off, it's mouldy too. Hopefully I'll never be forced to touch it. How else? We gnomes live below Earth ourselves, but this isn't doing anything for me. Those are disgusting things. The sandwich would be just right for the rats, but I can't just take it from his basket. Mr. Shieldhand would notice. Hello, Mr. Shieldhand.
Hello, Mr. Underhill. What do you want?
According to Master Marcus, I really do have the potential to become a mage.
Marcus is teaching again?
Yes, and he wants me to be his pupil.
I can imagine that. And what does he want?
I just have to bring him a magic wand and a mage's robe.
And what else?
Well, that and a pile of gold.
There you go. He just wants to rip you off. Believe me, you can't become a mage. Don't throw your money down the drain.
You'll see. Mr. Shieldhand, could you maybe give me a little of your giant sandwich?
Nope.
Are you sure?
Why should I? It's going to be a long day and I'll still need something to snack on for my next break.
Could I maybe buy the sandwich from you?
No, you can't eat gold.
Well, there's some truth in that. And how about if we compete for the sandwich in a thrilling game, mano y nomo?
What kind of game?
You give me a number between 1 and 100, and if you're wrong, I get the sandwich.
And what do I get if I'm spot on?
Maybe 2 sandwiches, or 3.
No, I'm not all that hungry. And to be honest, I find your game pretty stupid too.
Then you suggest a better one.
Well, there's only one thing. A duel. To the death.
It's just a sandwich. A deck of cards?
Of course. What are you thinking of then?
And if I win, I get the sandwich?
Sure, why not? I have never lost. I'm Seastone's all-time unbeaten champion in every class.
How does this game work?
Don't you know Master of Dragon Slayer's Defender?
Not really.
Well, okay. I'll show you. We've both got a stack of cards. Choose 10 from your pile. That's your deck. You should see that you've got 3 red, 4 yellow and 2 green. But you've also got a specialism in polearm weapons and... But only if your magic is light-based, with fire magic or earth magic. And those are the rules, more or less. Get it?
All right, but it seems like you don't stand a chance of winning unless you have very good cards.
That's not a problem. I've got very good ones. So, are we going to play a game?
Okay, then let's play a round. But I don't have any cards.
I know. I'll lend you some. Of course, I can't give you the impossibly good cards. They're too valuable. I'm afraid you're going to have to put up with the not such good cards.
All right, away we go.
Yeah, boo! I'm the unbeaten champion! Yes, yes!
I could beat him. It's just my cards. I don't have a chance with these. I think the only reason you keep winning is that your cards are so much better than mine. Why don't you lend me some better ones?
What, so that it would be more difficult for me? Why would I do that?
If you don't want to ensure a fair game, then I'll do it. I'm going to get some better cards.
Good luck then.
Another game?
You like getting humiliated then? All right, let's get on with it. Who is the best player in this town? Yes! Shield Hand! Yes!
I don't stand a chance with these cards. I'm going to get my mage diploma. Just you wait and see.
Oh, yeah, right.
Mr. King?
How can I help you?
The town guard is a huge sandwich, and if I beat him at a game of cards, it's mine.
The town guard has always got lots of delicious food with him, but he'd never risk losing any of it. He must be pretty sure that he's not going to lose his game.
At the moment, I'm afraid that's a very real possibility. Mr. Shieldhand has much better cards than I do.
What kind of cards are they?
Different game cards, all with a picture and some text. The backs are blue with brown lines.
I've seen something like that before. Let me think about it.
Very well. I need to get some fresh air.
You want to draw up a new plan of action, eh?
Master Marcus?
Yes?
I went to the merchant and tried all his magic wands. None of them worked for me.
There could be two reasons for that. Either he didn't have the right wand for you, or there's even less magic in you than I thought. Perhaps you didn't want it enough. As you know, you've really got to believe. And I can't train you without a wand.
I'll find a wand.
Yes, of course you will.
Do you know anything about card games? Have you played Master of Dragon Slayer's Defender?
Yes, I played it for a while, before Wob came out, but I always lost to Shield Hand. Back then, he was still old Pew's assistant. He always went on and on about how great he was. No wonder with those cards.
I'm playing against him at the moment and I don't have a ghost of a chance.
I wouldn't mind seeing young Bartholomew knocked from his throne. Here, these are the best cards I've got.
Thanks. I'll put them in my deck. Then I can use them in the next match.
Give him all you've got.
That mirror over there, what's its story?
Oh, that's a very special mirror. It's a magical mirror.
Does it show who's the fairest in the land?
No, nothing of the kind. It's, how should I put it? It's a gateway to another world.
To Wonderland?
Not exactly. It's a gateway to the kingdom of the dead.
Kingdom of the Dead?
Yes, that's what they say. Of course, no one really knows for sure. No living being can walk through the mirror. Only ghosts are capable of that, and there aren't many of those around here.
Can they come out of it?
Yes, well, as long as I've had that mirror, no one has ever gone in or come out of it.
I'll go and get what I need then.
If you say so.
Psst! Wilbur! Psst! Down here!
Hello? What's up?
I've got something for you.
A game card?
I knew I'd seen something like that before. It was swimming around in the sewer, but it stayed dry. It's got a protective coating, you see? It seems to be part of a special card. Auntie Juanita said that the owner threw himself from a tower after he accidentally dropped it down the drain.
Wow. Thanks.
I hope it helps you. Good luck.
Hello, Mr. Shieldhand.
Hello, Mr. Underhill. What do you want?
Another game?
You like getting humiliated then? All right, let's get on with it. Who is the best player in this town? Yes! Shieldhand! Yes!
I don't stand a chance with these cards. I'm off to get my mage diploma. You'll see. A roll of transparent tape. Oh, it's sticky. I'll use the magic tape to stick both halves of the card together. It works. Hello, Mr. Shieldhand.
Hello, Mr. Underhill. What do you want?
I actually did find a card. Take a look at this. Is this a special card? I'm only asking because of the nubs and such.
It's damaged.
It's almost as good as new.
No, unfortunately. Absolutely no damaged or repaired cards can be used in play.
But
I know the rules exactly and I can make no exceptions. You're not allowed to use that card.
And you're certain you didn't just make that up?
What?
I'm off to get my mage diploma. You'll see. No demon, no danger. The safe is locked, and there's no way I can crack it either. It wasn't quite enough for a third complaint, but the two of them have stopped playing, and that's the most important thing. I think I've strained the database enough. Master Marcus?
Yes?
Mr. Shieldhand says I'm not allowed to use a card that's been repaired.
Oh, he does he? I beg to differ.
What's that?
The official rules. And it says here, one may use a card in any condition as long as at least 51% of the card is intact and the text can be read.
Which means...
The card is absolutely fine, and that little weasel risks being thrown out of the Players' Union if he doesn't accept your challenge. Take the rulebook, stick it in his pipe and make him smoke it, Wilbur.
With the greatest of pleasure. I'll go and get what I need then.
If you say so.
Hello, Mr. Shieldhand.
Hello, Mr. Underhill. What do you want?
The rules say something very different about broken cards to what you did, Master Shieldhand.
That can't be right.
Oh, yes, it is. I hereby challenge you, and I will use the card.
But, well, that won't help you anyway. I am the champion. That's impossible.
That was a win, I'd say.
But I'm the unbeaten champion.
The once beaten champion. May I have the sandwich now?
That's not fair. You cheated. I want a revenge match.
But what prize would you offer if I won again? Could I go up the tower?
No, that can't be done. Something else. What do you want then?
A magic wand?
I don't have one of those.
World peace?
Not in my power.
Then I think I'll just take the sandwich. I won, fair and square. And that's exactly what I'm going to tell everyone too.
Oh, that's not possible. I'm the champion. Me! Nobody can beat me.
How about this? You give me the sandwich and I'll just forget about ever having beaten you.
And I want my cards back. All the cards. Yours too. We've never played.
And I get the sandwich?
That's it. And this won't ever be mentioned again, okay?
All right. Ta-da! Mr. King. I have a big sandwich here for you.
I know you mean well, Wilbur, but that sandwich isn't close to being big enough for all of us. It's got to be much, much bigger.
How big?
About a human foot long.
But that's how long this one... Oh, was. That should be a feast for the rats. Chow down.
Wilbur, did you bring that thing here?
I sure did.
It almost crushed Tiny Tim.
Oh, sorry, Butt.
Hey, that's fantastic. With this sandwich, we can all eat our fill and finally leave this hole.
Happy to hear it.
But we're not going until you get your mage degree. We're going to help. Just ask me if there's anything we should look for in the sewer for you.
Oh, thanks. I'll do that.
And here's one of my spare masks. I won't let the Martians see me again. You can claim you defeated me. So, good luck.
Thanks. Now that's what I call a big sandwich. The king and the other rats can really eat their fill from this one. I'm not getting any closer than 3 steps away from that. Hello, Mr. Merchant.
What's the news from the front?
Look what I have here. The King of Thieves' mask.
That's what I've said all along. If you want something done, then you have to do it yourself.
That's right. Now can I choose something from your stock?
Yes, a deal's a deal. You can choose 2 items.
2? We agreed on 3.
I don't think so. I still remember exactly. You bring me the King of Thieves mask, and I'll let you choose 2 items as a reward. But nothing from my deluxe range.
But...
No arguments. You've earned it, my boy.
I want to collect my reward. I would like a roll of magically treated cloth as a reward for my epic battle against the King of Thieves.
Well, the roll is pretty valuable.
Do you think someone just give me that mask as a present? I earned that roll.
Yeah, well, here.
I'll come back later for my reward.
Take your time,
I have to go. Maybe I'll come by later.
if you have to.
Master Marcus,
Yes?
what do I need to make myself a mage robe again?
You need a length of magical fabric, a magical needle and thread, and you mentioned something about a cutting pattern.
Right. I'll go and get what I need then.
If you say so.
Mr. King,
How can I help you?
could you rats look for something in the sewers for me?
Sure. What do you need?
You wouldn't happen to have a magic wand, would you?
Maybe we do. Many mages have come into the sewers over the years. Some of them never left.
Could you have a look for a wand for me?
Sure. If we find something, we'll hang a white flag in front of the entrance to the sewers and place the wand there. Okay?
Great, thanks. I have to sew myself a mage's robe. Could you see if I can find a pattern?
A pattern to make a mage's robe. In gnome size. Not such an easy feat. but there used to be a large tailor's workshop in the east of the town. It is possible that young mage novices also got their robes there. I'll send some rats over.
That'll be nice of you. Maybe there's still something there. How about gold? A whole pile of it. Anything like that down here?
Aye, we won't be able to help you with that. There are many treasures down here. Gold, silver, gemstones, precious weapons, but the giant spiders have taken it all. And you don't want to mess with the giant spiders.
And now for something completely different. Take care, Mr. King.
Take care, my friend.
From butterbeer to pumpkin juice to fire whiskey. It's all here, but I don't need any of that. Perhaps the inn gets its name from the boar's head. The white flag. The King of Thieves has something for me. Let's see. Oh, there's a piece of paper in there. The good old King of Thieves. This is a pattern for a human child's mage robe. That should fit. Well, I might just have to let out the waist a touch. Here we go. Ta-da! And Grandad always said handicrafts were only for girls. I don't particularly care for Mr. Shieldhand. I'm really happy I don't have any more questions. Let's see. There's something there. It's long and thin. A magic wand. But that by itself doesn't help much. Whew. It works. It works! This is it! This is my wand! No magic in you, my Aunt Fanny. I don't have anything I need to talk to him about. Master Marcus?
Wilbur, what's that you're wearing?
Looks good, doesn't it?
If I didn't know any better, I'd say there's a little mage standing in front of me. What can I do for you?
I found a magic wand.
Excellent. But like I said, you can't just use any old wand. You have to be...
It shot a fountain of sparks.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's unexpected. Congratulations.
Thanks. I'll go and get what I need then.
If you say so.
I already have enough creepy crawlies, thank you. Here, rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. Not a chance. It won't let itself be caught that easily. And besides, I wouldn't know what to do with the rabbit anyway. I mean, except just love it to bits. I don't really know what kind of tree it is, but it looks very slender and flexible. There are a total of 16 different fields on the wheel, 4 colours and 4 symbols in every possible combination. The cage is lined with straw. There are lots of pigeon feathers and, well, the other stuff the pigeons leave lying around. An empty cage, I guess. The sign says, Ziggy the invisible pink squirrel may bite. Please stay back. A cage full of hair. Here's a small sign saying Bertram, the world's fattest hamster. Wow! Wow! The wagon is like a house on wheels. Probably wasn't cheap. A crystal ball. I wonder if the showman really can predict the future with it. Hello. Excuse me.
Oh, hello. A young gnome, and he's got outstanding manners to boot. What brings you here?
My name's Wilbur Weathervin. I'm from the White Ridge Mountains and I have to speak to the Archmage.
Well then, young Wilbur, I'm Willie the Wondrous. What can I do for you?
Are you the showman Master Marcus told me about?
I don't know which showman your Master Marcus told you about, but I am a showman. Willie Whopperman's the name. Some people call me Willie the Wondrous. But I only run my little funfair on the side. First and foremost, I'm a fortune teller.
Is it true that you're very rich?
Why do you ask? Do you want to rob me?
As a fortune teller, you'd have to know if I wanted to rob you, wouldn't you?
I like you. Of course I would know. I think... No, you don't want to rob me. What do you want, then?
I need a lot of gold to be accepted into the mage school.
A pile of gold? I do have that much gold here, but it's the top prize from the Wheel of Fortune. I can't just give it to you.
Of course not. That would be too easy. These cages, what are they for?
Oh, the animals used to be part of my fare, but since I started earning my money with fortune-telling, they're just a hobby. Apart from the pigeons, of course.
What's with the pigeons?
The pigeons deliver my prophecies throughout the land. I work mainly for people I don't know personally.
Why?
Well, how shall I put it? Should a prophecy not quite come to pass, then it's better to be far away, don't you think?
The squirrel's not only invisible, it's also pretty quiet, isn't it?
Perhaps it's sleeping.
Yes, perhaps. You're absolutely certain there's a squirrel in there?
Of course. It's the only invisible pink squirrel in captivity. They're very rare.
Excuse me, but your hamster, Bertram, isn't he a little overweight?
Of course. He's the fattest hamster in the world.
But isn't the cage just a touch too small for him?
No. Bertram likes it cozy, and he doesn't move around all that much.
Oh, imagine that. Could I have a go on the Wheel of Fortune, please?
With pleasure.
How does it work?
As you can see, there are 4 different colours. Red, yellow, green and blue. You tell me which colour the wheel is going to stop on. If you manage to get it right 3 times in a row, then you win the jackpot.
Isn't it rather unlikely that someone would be able to guess the right colour 3 times in a row?
If it was easy, then the top prize wouldn't be a sack of gold.
Okay.
Which colour do you want?
It'll stop on red.
All right then, off we go. Oh, sadly that was completely wrong. Do you want to try again?
But just one more try.
Be my guest. Which colour do you want?
It'll stop on red.
All right then, off we go. Oh, sadly that was completely wrong. Do you want to try again?
I don't think so. The chance of winning is much too small for me.
As you wish. You are welcome to try again later.
I'll just take one feather, a big clean one. Hello.
Wilbur, what can I do for you?
Can you really predict the future?
Of course. People come from all across the land to ask me for advice, and I give them good tips in exchange for good gold.
And what do they want to know?
They want to know, for example, if the price of bread is going to rise. Then I tell them, yes, the price will rise. Then everyone buys lots of bread as a precaution, and the price really does rise.
Fascinating.
Or the women want to know what next season's colour will be. I always know.
So if you say that the ladies will be wearing green next year,
then everyone wears green.
You must be an excellent fortune teller then.
The best. Would people pay me so much gold for my prophecies if I wasn't?
Could you predict my future for me, please? I'd really appreciate it.
I see that I can.
Wow. But I don't have any gold.
Not a problem. I perceive that today it's going to be on the house.
Ooh, weird.
So, come on. Om, Om, hocus pocus. I see the future. What do you want to know?
If you can see into the future, tell me what question I'm going to ask next.
Well... Oh, the connection's broken. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Your question was perhaps a bit too specific. My gift is very erratic.
Thanks just the same. That was very interesting. Ooh, strange.